Happy Friday, my.
Happy Friday too, Cass.
This is a very beautiful Friday we have. It's a bit gloomy, but what can we do? I mean, the show must go on. That's what they say,
Yeah,
right?
and the life must go on.
Yes, that is correct. And obviously, my it's a beautiful Friday here in Cebu, in my hometown specifically, and it's so nice to have you. And it's really good. So, how long have you been in Cebu? Because I know that you are from Davao, right?
Yeah, next year I'll be 4 years here as resident in Cebu City.
So 4 years,
Yeah, four
four
years
beautiful years.
because we started May 8th of 2021. We migrate here and until now.
Wow, and it's a long time. And do you like it
Yeah,
here?
yes.
Oh, that's good. So, Mike, tell us more. Like, how did you come to Cebu, and where are you originally from?
Well, originally I'm from the city of Dorian, Davao City.
Davao,
Yeah,
the
I grew
place
up
of the
there.
Dutertes.
Yeah, the place of the Dutertes. I grew up there, and then
And how did you migrate to Cebu?
well, I migrate because of my husband. He works here, and then I decided to give up my work there, even my our own house, our own business, just for the sake of love. Because
Wow,
love
look what
conquers all.
love can do.
Yeah, really, love can do.
So where did you met your this is your second husband, right? Johnson.
Yes, yes, yes,
Yes.
my
So
second.
where did you met Johnson?
I met him in Davao City.
And obviously you know that he is from Cebu and he works here in Cebu, and you just take the risk. And
Yeah, yeah, I'll take the risk for the sake of love and for the sake of submission.
oh, that's good. And my please, are you able to, I hope you can share to us, like, your first husband as well. Like, how did you go about that? Because I understand it was a failed marriage. Is that right?
Yeah, it was a failed marriage because there was a betrayal.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, my the nanny, I mean our maid.
The housekeeper, you mean?
Yeah, 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 the nanny of my daughter.
Wha- It must be very painful, Mai.
Very much painful because I trust my ex-husband because of trust.
And how long were you married to your first husband?
6 years
6 years. And when did you found out that he was having an affair with another woman?
after giving birth of my daughter.
So how many years was that after your marriage?
6 years.
6 years. So it was on the sixth year.
Yeah, on the 6 years.
So was that a challenge? What I mean, it must be very painful, but
Very painful. Money cannot buy that painful. I mean, uh, I've been into during the time my work is affected. I mean, I'm into a good company, and also he was also in a good company because he was a CPA by profession, and because of that betrayal, all of us failed. I mean, I was so fat during that time, but my body became slim. So yung vital statistics ko during that time, bumalik yung pagiging single ko. So from 36-24 to 36 vital statistic by that time because of sorrow. And other people said that there was, I don't know, in Lumay.
okay.
Yeah, so all I do is I go I go to witchcraft. My faith in Lord affected during that time.
So
I forgot.
psychologically it was painful,
Yeah, yeah.
emotionally.
I was into deepest depression
Yes.
and anxiety.
And how did you change it. So how did you evolve from that pain, Mai?
When I met my second husband, Johnson,
Okay.
he helped me to overcome, to move on my past.
And where did you met Johnson? Was it like an arranged date? Was it like in one of
No,
the
it was
events?
it was coincidence. I mean, he was the borders of my mother-in-law during the time, and my mother-in-law took us because my ex-husband left us. So he
Wow.
was the borders of my mother-in-law, and we met there.
So look what prayers can do, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And I believe he was my destiny. I thought that when you were married, your husband is a destiny. But during that time, when my marriage failed, it was not him. I mean, he is not my destiny. My destiny is Johnson.
And that's nice. And I know for a fact that you have a teenage daughter. How old is Casey?
She was 14 years old.
Was it difficult for her as well, that marriage breakup with her dad?
I think she never experienced broken family because when she has, I mean, on her mind, we together. I mean, we've been together with Johnson, and Johnson raised my daughter very well.
And how old was Casey during the breakup of that marriage?
1 year old.
Okay, so at least
And
she, she-
we agree, Johnson, to be together when my daughter reached 1 year and 6 months.
okay. So it's not that she was already maybe 5 or 6 year old that she could already understand things because
Yeah, yeah.
and I
When she
think
grow up, her dad is Johnson's already.
okay. And that's a blessing for you, you think?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Very. Johnson is a blessing for us because he take good care of my daughter and me too.
And that's the most important, right?
Yeah. In him, in his hand, in his hug, I feel the essence of being a wife.
Oh, that's good. And what is the essence of being a wife, Mai?
The essence of being a wife is you're comfortable to be with. I mean, the trust, because that's important, the commitment, and most especially the respect.
Yes. And of course, like, it's a blessing because Johnson treated your daughter as his own.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Treated very well. And Johnson's loves my daughter so much. Mas mahal pa nga niya yung daughter ko kaysa sa akin.
Oh, that's good. That's good. And I know that Johnson right now is in Riyadh, in Saudi Arabia, right?
Yeah,
So he's
yeah,
an
yeah.
overseas Filipino worker. And how is it? How is it now that, of course, like Johnson left you and Casey? So emotionally, were you prepared for this?
Honestly, no. Because I asked him not to leave us because he is the reason why we're here in Cebu. But because of practical, I mean, you know, the
Life is difficult these
obligations.
days, right?
Yeah, yeah, we need much money for the obligations, for the credits, monthly dues. So my mind open and I have to understand him. So that there will be unity.
Yes. And I think that's very important as a wife of an overseas Filipino worker that you are prepared. You know that it has to be the way.
Yeah, this is our first time LDR, long distance relationship.
And how is it now? I mean, are you now used to it? Or is it still like, do you still have a lot of sleepless nights?
At first, for the first 2 months, yes. I could not sleep. I miss him so much. But always, my husband told me, Johnson, that you have to change your mindset. Everything is well. Everything is good for the sake of our family.
And how long is the contract in Riyadh for?
2 years.
2 years.
Yeah, 2 years.
So, how many more years or how many more months is it, Mai?
Right now, he's 6 months. I think 15?
Yes. Okay. So
15,
15 more months.
yeah, 15 more months to go if I'm not mistaken.
Yes. And what is the biggest challenge now that you are raising Casey on your own?
The biggest challenge is that it takes two to tango. You have to dance for you to survive. I mean, you don't have to be more emotions when you're down, when you're, I mean, the depressions. You have to see your daughter. I mean, don't look yourself. Don't be so selfish. Look your daughter, the future of your daughter. So, yun,
And I think faith plays an important role as well, right? Because I know that you go to church every
Sunday.
Sunday.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And I trust my husband. I trust Johnson
Yes.
so much. I trust him. I respect him. For as long there is understanding and patience, that's the very important in LDR.
Yes.
Trust.
Trust. And if I may ask, what can you advise to all the wives out there whose husband is also overseas working for the future of their family?
Um, the advices that I can give is you have to be strong because your husband or our husband is working for us, for our family, for the future of our children's. And when the problems come or when you miss your husband because sabi nga nila dili na mabayaran og kwarta ang kamingaw. So
So
you have
what
to
you're
pray.
saying is like you can't buy the loneliness, right?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
there's no such thing as money can buy happiness because when you're lonely, you're really lonely.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You're really lonely and you have kailangan ipakita mo.
That you're
Don't
tough.
hide.
Yes.
Yeah, kasi we're just human.
Yes.
And it's nature.
Yes.
Yeah.
So would you also recommend the wives out there to go out with friends?
Yeah, go on with friends, go on with your life, with your routine. I mean, just hobbies. Let us say just cook or mag-alaga ka ng hayop kung if that's what you want or spend time with your childrens and most especially spend time more to God.
Yes.
Because apart from God, we are nothing. Kay God talaga ako kumukuha ng lakas.
Yes.
At saka sa anak ko.
Yes. So, thank you so much for your time. I mean, I know it's a bit of a gloomy Friday, but I'm sure you're ready for the weekend. And I'm
Yeah.
sure you're looking forward again to spend more time with your daughter Casey. You take care of yourself.
Thank you so much, Cass. I will take care of myself para sa anak ko at saka para sa asawa ko.
Yes.
And to Daddy Johnson, hi Dad, I miss you so much. And konti na lang, magkikita na talaga tayo.
And keep the love burning.
Yeah. Keep the communication is very important.
Yes.
For as long there is constant communication, buti na lang ngayon is there's a technology, there's a video call. Unlike before, mahirap yung OFW wives before because you have to read.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I think that's with the technology these days, it's nothing is impossible.
Yeah.
At least it will ease the loneliness. Again, thank you. Enjoy your weekend and you take care of yourself. Thanks,
Thank you,
guys.
Cass. Bye.
Bye.